So we have to write the following quadratic functions in factored form. For a, we got f of x is equal to 5x squared minus 20. One of the things you want to look out for first is whether or not there's something common in between these two. If you notice, both are divisible by 5. So you should try that first before going any further. Might make it a little bit easier for you. Both these are divisible by 5, so you're going to bring that outside of the brackets. And what you're left with is x squared, because 5x squared divided by 5 is just x squared. And minus 20 divided by 5 is going to be minus 4. Okay, so that's what we have so far. In that case, you can factor this. This here looks like a difference of squares. So you're going to have 5 still, and then you're going to have two brackets here. It's going to be x plus 2 and x minus 2 because 4 is a perfect square. So we've got 2x squared plus 16x plus 30. If you notice, all of these are even. That must mean they're all divisible by 2. So when you bring 2 out of the brackets, you're left with x squared plus 8x plus 15. So what you have to focus on is what adds to give you 8, but multiplies to give you 15. In that case, it's going to be 3 and 5. So when you factor this one all the way out, you're going to have x plus 5, x plus 3, and don't forget that 2 that you took out initially. For c, we've got h of x is equal to 16x squared minus 64. Both of them are perfect squares, but there's something you can take out first, and I would do that first. Both of these are divisible by 16. So what you're left with is x squared minus 4 as a result, because 64 divided by 16 is 4. This, of course, is a difference of squares, so what you're left with is x plus 2, x minus 2. D is negative 3x squared plus 6x plus 9. It's probably a lot easier if you take that negative out as well as the 3. Everything is divisible by 3. Okay, so I'm going to take out that negative 3, and what you're left with is now a positive x squared. Okay, 6 divided by negative 3 is going to be a negative 2. And 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. Okay, so now that we've got that, what adds to give you a negative 2, but multiplies to give you a negative 3? Well, obviously you're going to need a negative and a positive, and since the middle number is negative 2, probably you want the bigger number being a negative. So you're going to be left with x minus 3 and x plus 1, because negative 3 times 1 is negative 3, but if you add those two numbers together, you should get a negative 2.